Okay, let's see if we are live. So tell me, how did I go live? Live, 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 live. There we go. Okay, we are live. Hey, live! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brian Redman. This is the Relationship Rehab, and I'm coming back at you again on tonight with another video slash show. And I really had some real conflicting thoughts about doing this video. But then I just, took a minute. I thought real deep and just said, fuck it. And here I am. So, this is what I'm going to talk about. Rape. Rape culture, rapey vibes, rapey dudes, rape, whatever you want to call it. This is what I want to talk about, was just rape, rape, rape. And I don't think there's ever been a moment for me to say rape as much and it not seem really creepy or weird. So I'm just going to get it all out and just keep saying rape. This show is about rape. We're talking about rapey vibes. We're talking about people getting raped, how people get raped. If people can't get raped, could we stop rape? Is rape something that can be stopped? I don't know. This is the rape show. And I can say that, and it's actually okay to be said because of what I'm about to talk about. So, this is the rape show. If you want to, I could have just titled it that, but I don't know. I might change the title to just the rape show. But either way, rape is what we're talking about. Now, what are we talking about as far as rape? Well, in light of what we've heard about with Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly or Kales or whatever you want to call it, the Pied Piper, the Pied Piper pedophilia, whatever people called him, the young Chester molester, the young whatever you want to call it, the dude who liked to sleep with young girls. In all of that, the word rape has been thrown around a little bit too. And with that being said, I guess I kind of got to thinking about this and kind of saying, well, what is it with this whole rape thing? Because even a few months back, everybody was talking about the social justice warriors talking about rape culture and, a guy having a rapey vibe and a dude seems rapey and all that kind of stuff. So with all of that being said, I was like, I want to do a show and just make rape the topic where we're just talking about rape. And then I said, well, shit, we talk about rape and rape is talked about quite often. So what else can I do with this? And I said, well, you know what? I guess my thing is this. With so many people that have been raped, or so many people that have accused other people of rape, it's like you can talk about that, but it's all subjective. It's all relative to what people will say what's going on in their situation or how it happened, who was involved, what did they do, what did that person not do, whatever the case may be. So I kind of said, well, no, let me go at it from a different perspective. And so I thought about it and I said, well, what if we came up with a way for people to not get raped or for people to not be in a position to be raped? And I said, well, that kind of seems crazy, kind of sounds a little weird, but it don't. It made sense to me. And I just thought of a few things as to say, well, if I wanted to tell my daughter, or if I wanted to tell, a young lady or a young woman, ways for them not to get raped, could I come up with something and could it be something that's useful? And God damn it, I did. And it worked. So I really do believe in what it is that I'm about to say. And first things first, I want to give a shout out to the first person in the chat who gets the Relationship Rehab salute. And that goes out to, let me see, who was the first person? Darcy Ann. Salute to you for being the first person in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. All right. And I also want to give a shout out to my brother DJ Just J, the host of the You Dig show. Also want to give a shout out to my brother Mr. Tommy Sotomayor, who just did an awesome show in ATL. So if you didn't get to see it, God damn it, you're going to get to see it again because he's coming back for the Super Bowl to do another show. So You guys, if you didn't get tickets for this show in Atlanta, make sure you get tickets for the show that's coming up on Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure that show is going to be just as epic as the other ones. I have been to two, loved them both. They were both completely different, and it's just a great experience, and it's really good to just get out and meet the people of Soto Nation, meet and hang out with Tommy. It was an awesome experience, so I definitely highly recommend anybody that's in Soto Nation, that's in any of these cities nearby, if you can go to 1 or 2 shows, it's definitely worth it. I say worth. It's worth it. When the show comes back down to San Antonio and Austin, I definitely plan on taking that drive and going. But yeah, you guys definitely make sure you go to his website at Sotomayor TV, ENT.com or TommySotomayor.com. You go to his website and you look and see where he's going to be at next, and make sure you go to the show. It's awesome and you won't regret it. But moving right along with that, the whole concept of this show, I wanted to just make sure that I could give something that could be given to young women, essentially. That's just, I mean, all jokes aside, all, you know, the saying rape a bunch of times aside, I wanted to have something that a woman could listen to and hear and give to other women, and they could say, you know, wow, this is something that kind of really helped me. I never thought about it like that. I never really looked at it like that. So that's what I wanted to do. So I wanted to have something that was quick, concise, made sense, and that, you know, women could use. So let me dive right in and get started, you know, with what it is that I wanted to talk about. And first and foremost, I just basically want to talk about the different things that women can do to prevent themselves from being in a position of being raped. And first and foremost, and people have heard me say this plenty of times before, I have always said this for any woman, young or old, young girls especially, this is for you, and like I said, older women as well, but I'm really trying to drive this home to young girls who may not know this. Never, ever, under any circumstances, I don't care what it is that you're doing. I don't care what it is that's being said, how things are happening, how it's lined up. First things first, first rule, never be alone with a man that you don't want to have sex with. That's the number one. That's the first rule. I don't care if he's asking you to stop by his house real quick so he can change his shirt. If you want to change his shoes, you want to put on his, take his Jordans off and put on his Reeboks, whatever the case may be. Hold on. This is my wife. Hey, honey. I'm just live on my show right now. That's all. Yeah, I am. Yep. You want to say hi to everybody? Huh? There we go. Yep. So everything's all right, baby?
Yes, just telling you I love you, that's all.
Oh, you so sweet. I love you too, honey.
Call me after the show.
All right, babe. Bye. Alrighty. So where was I? Never be alone with a man that you do not want to sleep with. And like I said, I don't care what he's telling you or how situations are lining up. Hey, I just want to change clothes. I want to change from my Lamborghini to my Ferrari, or I want to jump out of my 10-speed bike and get into my Lambo. Don't ever be alone with a man that you do not have the intentions of sleeping with. You don't want to fuck him that night, at that moment. Don't be alone with him. Not to say that that's what's going to happen, but just in case. You never want to be in that situation. Okay? Second rule. Never accept a drink from anyone that you have not watched the drink being made yourself. There are plenty of men and women that will slip a roofie, some Visine, some Rape 1000 pills, whatever the case may be. They will slip that shit into your drink. And before you know it, you're somewhere in rape land having, and somebody or some people or group of people are having their way with you. If you sitting at a bar and a chick brings you a drink, don't accept it. If a dude that was winking down at the other end of the bar who you liked, you caught his eye, he had on jogging pants and you saw his dick print and you just liked what you saw, he looked like Boris Kojo, Wesley Snipes, and Wesley Pipes all rolled into one. If you did not see him make that, if you did not see that drink being made at that bar by that bartender, and that drink come from that bartender's hands to yours, you do not accept that drink. Hey, I appreciate the gesture, but I don't accept drinks from people that I do not know, and I don't accept drinks from people who I did not see the drink get made from. So I thank you for your gesture. I appreciate it. And if you want to sit here and talk, we can, but I can't drink that drink, Mr. Man, whatever you want to call him, Tyrone, Jamarquavius, Stavante, Laurente, Yves Saint Laurent, whatever the nigga's name is, you don't accept that drink. Okay? Also, you never, ever, ever, somebody just said it, you never, ever, ever leave your drink. Oh, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Oh, I'm going to go over here and put a quarter in the jukebox. Or I'm going to go run over here to the bathroom and do this line of coke. Then I'm going to come back and pop. You don't leave your drink ever. You never leave your drink. If you go to the bathroom, it may look trashy, it may look raunchy, you take that drink in the bathroom with you. If you go in the bathroom stall, you set the drink on top of the toilet tissue thing, or you set it on the little, don't they have like little containers for ladies or something in the bathroom, in the stall, like where your unmentionables be? Set the motherfucking drink on top of that, but you don't leave your drink alone. You don't. You never leave your drink by yourself, alright? That's definitely one of those things. You keep an eye on the drink that you have and that you bought. You don't accept a drink from anybody that you did not see the bartender make that drink. If you at a frat party, if you at your boy's house, if you at your girlfriend's house, you at your uncle's house, you at your auntie's house, you at your best friend's, sister's, cousin's, granddaddy's house, you don't accept no drinks from nobody. If they have a punch bowl, oh, this is some good mystery punch that we made, don't accept that punch. You don't know what people put in shit. It's just like weed. You never smoke weed from people that you don't know. I don't care how cool you are, because you don't know what people do with their marijuana. You don't know what people do with their drugs. You don't take a blunt and smoke a blunt that you didn't see get rolled, because you never know what's in it. So you have to make sure that you keep that in mind. Never accept a drink from somebody that you didn't see get made yourself by the bartender. And you never accept a drink from a party that got some mystery punch or some juice or some shit that they done made on their own, and everybody talking about, oh, it's so good, it's so good. You don't know what effect this gonna have on you, and you don't know what was put in it. Don't accept it and don't drink it. You bring your own damn drink. Get you some Bottles and James wine coolers. Get you some Mike's Hard Lemonade. Get you whatever you gonna drink, you get that. Okay? And you never leave your drink alone. Alright? Don't even leave it with your girlfriend. Because bitches is haters. Don't leave, girl, check, watch my drink. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to hit this weed and I'm going to come back. Don't do that. All right? Next rule. Because that's already 3. That's 4. Number 5. Always drink 1 glass of water after each mixed drink that you have. I'm going to say that one more time. After every drink that you have, drink a glass of water behind it. What does that do? What it does is it still lets you feel the effects of the alcohol, but because you're constantly hydrating yourself and you're putting water into your body, then you're thinning out that liquor. You're thinning out that liquor and you're getting rid of it and you're getting it out of your bloodstream a little bit quicker. It's not as potent in your body. So yes, you can drink your sex on the beach and it's going to be good and tasty, but after you're done with that, before you have your next drink, you order a glass of water with it. You order a glass of water before you get your next drink. And you drink that glass. And it could be a glass like this. It could be something like that. That's cool. Or maybe even about a little 8-ounce glass or something like that. Just make sure that you have a glass of water. That's good. But what that does is it will let you get tipsy. And it will let you feel good. And you're going to feel loose and all that. But you won't get drunk. You won't get to the point to where you lose control of your faculties and your judgment to where you that fucked up or you gone because you've been drinking. It will keep you from getting drunk. That is a rule that I have went by all my drinking life, and it has never failed me. After every mixed drink, have a glass of water, and you finish that glass of water before you have your next drink. Drink as much as you want. but that's going to keep you from getting off your square. Next, that's number 6. Do not walk the streets alone, day or night. Keep a safety partner on speakerphone, or your safety buddy on speakerphone when you're out walking by yourself. All right, if it can't be avoided. So you get off from work, you pull up to your apartment complex, and somebody's parked in your spot because you work second shift, and now it's 11:30. And you got to walk a block and a half down to your apartment. Yes, it's well lit outside because they got street lights and stuff. But you still want to get on the phone with somebody. And you don't want to be on the phone like this. You want to be on speaker. Why do you want to be on speakerphone? Because when you're on speakerphone, it allows you to still look around. You still can, you're not doing this, which hinders your vision. You're able to look around, you're able to see what's going on, and you can hear. Because the thing about you having somebody on speaker is that it allows you to move around, look around, and see what's going on. Somebody's walking up on you, somebody's walking up behind you. You are more alert to the things that are around you when you're on speakerphone than you are when you got the phone up to your ear, because you're concentrating on the call more. So that keeps your head on a swivel. You can look around. You can see what's happening. If you need to grab your pepper spray, you can grab it. If you need to grab your mace, you can grab it. And if you need to grab your pistol, you can pull that out too. Hey, sir, I don't know you. Back up. No, I don't know what time it is. You can do whatever you need to do to protect yourself, okay? So make sure that you do that. When you got to take a walk, I don't care if it's walking 2 houses down or 2 blocks away. When you have to take a walk by yourself outside, get on the phone with a safety buddy, a friend, the dude you got in the friend zone, your gay buddy, your mama, your uncle, your daddy, your brother, somebody who knows if some shit go wrong, they can call 911 and get police to where you are. Plain and simple. All right? Because you never know what could happen. Somebody could knock you out, hit you upside the head, put the chloroform on you, and drag you off into the background. Anything can happen, right? And if somebody walks up to you, it's more of a deterrent when they can see you on the phone, because you can describe somebody. Hey, it's this dude walking up on me. He got on a brown leather jacket. He got on a blue t-shirt and some green shoes. Whatever the case may be, you can actually tell somebody what's happening a lot better when you got them on speaker, and that person can hear and they can help you. They can send some help to you. You can scream and yell for help if you need to, but make sure that you have a safety buddy that knows what to do if something happens. All right. And my last one, and this one is very, very, very important. At least once a year, and this is very easy to do, but for a lot of reasons, and for whatever reasons, a lot of women don't do this. Something very easy to do. Take a safety defense class every year. Safety defense classes range anywhere between $25 to maybe $60, if that. That's on the high end. Most of the time, you can probably find one for free. Take a self-defense class every year. And the reason why I tell you to do it every year is because it'll be a refresher course for you. And things change. Tactics get better. Tactics change. People add on stuff. You can learn stuff, and it keeps your mind sharp. It keeps you involved. It keeps you alert to it. And then you'll begin to learn it to where it becomes second nature to you, to become a habit to you. Okay? So when they tell you about things in safe self-defense classes, like carry keys in your hand, because a key sticking through your fingers, that's a device you can use to scratch and punch and to hurt somebody. They teach you how to, if you get grabbed or whatever, how to, if you get on the ground, you can use your legs to kick people up off of your assailants, because women's most of their power is in their legs. You have more lower body strength than you do upper body strength. Those type of things. They teach you certain tactics on how to defend yourself if you ever get into an altercation, if you ever get grabbed, if you ever get snatched. They teach you about that point of fighting, to where, let's say for instance, if somebody comes up to you with a knife, right? They get the drop on you, and they got this knife up to you, and they say, "Get in the car, bitch." You know what I'm saying? There's a point to where if somebody tries to take you away from where you're at, even if you have a weapon pointed at you, There are instances where that is the point in where you have what they call the last stand. That's your last stand, where you fight even if it's to the death at that point. Because if you get in that car, if you get in that trunk, if you get in that van, the likelihood of you being killed or dying in that from that particular point is extremely high. Usually when an assailant takes you off somewhere, when an assailant puts you in that van or puts you in that trunk and takes you back to their rape lair or whatever, usually you die when that happens. So if a person takes you off into the alley, usually you'll make it out of that situation. But if a person's going to put you in a van, tie your ass up and take you off somewhere and cart you off, there's a very high chance of you dying in that situation. So it's like, that's why they sometimes tell you, if you're in that situation, that's where if you're going to die, you die right where you're at. If it's on that sidewalk, if it's behind that liquor store, you fight to the death right then and there, as opposed to being carted off into some place to where your body could be totally dismembered and gotten rid of. Okay, so that's definitely one of the things that I wanted to make sure that I got to you ladies. It's like, yes, you know, rape is something that men can stop if they would just not do it. But you have to realize and accept the fact that the people that rape women, they are criminals. They are people who are power hungry. They want to inflict the pain and they want to hold the power of rape and that power struggle. They want to hold that over a woman. So these aren't people that you can teach to not be rapists. And that was one of the things. I saw a picture online, and when I saw this picture, I said, yeah, I gotta display this. And it's like, when you're talking about teaching men not to rape, and how does that teach people not to murder thing working so far? It's the same concept. You can't teach people not to rape. You just can't. People are going to rape. The thing is, you have to make sure that you're mitigating those circumstances to the point to where you are not in a situation to where this can happen. So remember what I'm saying. Never be alone with a man that you don't have intentions on sleeping with under any circumstances. Never accept a mixed drink from anyone, man or woman, at a bar or at a party or at somebody's house. Never drink the punch at somebody's house or at somebody's party. I don't care if it's your relative, your best friend or not. Never leave your drink alone anywhere, no matter where you at. Always drink a glass of water with every drink that you have, after every drink that you have. Do not walk the streets alone day or night. Keep a safety buddy on speakerphone when this can't be avoided. So if you don't have nobody to walk with you, get your safety buddy, jump on speakerphone, get to where you're going. And once you get behind a locked door and that door is locked, then hey, check the apartment or check your house, make sure everything is clear. Then you can get off that phone. Okay, because you never know. Somebody could be waiting on your ass in your own house, especially if you're there by yourself. You never know. So always get home, check your surroundings, make sure nothing's out of place, make sure the house is clear. Then you can get off the phone and go do whatever you got to do. Drop your deuce, go fix your sandwich, whatever it is. And then last but not least, take a self-defense class every single year to make sure that you stay abreast as to how, to protect yourself when you're out on the streets, how to carry yourself. If you do get into it, knowing what to do, how you're going to do it, having a plan. That is key. That is a key tactical approach to anything, to just being safe and to surviving. Always have a plan. Always have a plan going on in your mind. If this happens, if that happens, I'm going to do this. If this happens and then that happens, I'm going to do this. If this person tries this, I'm going to do that. And if that don't work, then I'm going to do this. It's just that simple. Okay? I hope that this helps somebody become a better version of themselves. And I hope that this makes the ladies that watch this a lot more difficult to be raped, or possibly totally avoiding rape altogether. I hope so. Wait, I see a question I think I want to answer. Do you believe there is a such thing as rape fantasy? Absolutely. There are plenty of women and men that like to role play and play out the whole rape thing. That is very, very, very true. It happens, and that's in all reality, I'm just going to keep it 100. That's okay when you're an adult and you guys have consented to that and you guys have agreed to that. That's fine. Because there's sometimes when you just want to have rough sex. What's the difference between rough sex and a rape fantasy? It's no big difference in that. So it's like you have to say, hey, you know, and that's one of the things about rape and rape culture and all that kind of stuff. We make it a fine line that we're treading on, saying, you know, well, what you said could be considered rape, or what you did could be considered rape. There are plenty of people who like forceful sex. There are plenty of people who like submissive sex. There are plenty of women who just like to be taken. Plain and simple. I mean, and that's just the reality of it. And there are plenty of men who like to just be forceful and take it. There are plenty of times you just want to rip the panties off and just get it cracking and don't say a word. Shut your mouth. Let me do what I'm going to do. And that's cool when you have a relationship with somebody. But when you just meeting somebody and you can't do that. When you just on your first date, you're at the party for the first time, and that person, even though y'all making out and y'all getting it cracking, it's just so many things that can be taken the wrong way. So many things that can be misconstrued and perceived to be something that it's not. Because there are things like alcohol, drugs that are involved, and it distorts not only your judgment, but your perception. So you could be thinking one thing and you could be coming off a totally different way. Plain and simple. So it's like, those are the things that I'm saying. When you're out and you're drinking, be responsible with your alcohol. Because just because you're irresponsible with alcohol, that doesn't mean that everybody else is going to be responsible for you and treating you you safely to where you don't get sexually assaulted. There is no obligation for people to do that. That's just like if you get drunk and you pass out and somebody go in your pocket and take your wallet. Yeah, it's wrong, but your shit got stolen anyway. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't put yourself in a position to be a victim, and your chances of becoming one are going to be very, very slim. It's going to be a lot less likely that you will be, as long as you can keep yourself out of the position of doing that. And last, I got to mention this too. For those of you who have the mental capacity and have the mental fortitude to do so, carry a fucking gun. Go and get your CCW, your CPA, or whatever they call it, your concealed carry license. Go and get your gun. Go and shoot. Go to the range on a regular basis. And man, be trained to go. TTG. Have that iron ready to rock and roll, because not in all situations, but if you are in a situation where you can use your firearm, God damn it, you're going to use it. You need to use it. Be in a position to use it. Like I always say on the gun channel, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. You got a dude walking up on you in the alley or some shit like that, or a dude saying, hey baby, let me holler at you for a second. No, sir, I'm straight. Please get away from me. Dude, keep approaching. Up that unit on his ass and be ready to use it. That's another thing, too. It's like when we talking about carrying firearms, I am not a believer in carrying a firearm for a woman in a purse. I don't believe in that. I don't like the idea. I don't like the thought. Why? Because if your purse gets stolen, if your purse gets snatched, if you're in a struggle and your purse gets taken away from you, not only does that person have your wallet and your ID, but that person also now has your gun. If you're going to wear a gun, you wear it on your hip. You wear it on you. You find a way to wear your firearm on your body. Because if you're ever in a situation, and especially for a woman, a dude is more inclined to grab your purse first and then your ass last. They're more inclined to grab that purse first. So you don't want somebody to do a smash or a run and dash or dash and grab or whatever, and they grab your purse, because now they're not only taking your identity and your identification and your money, but they've also taken your firearm. And they can go and kill somebody else, or they can even come back and kill you, and you've helped them level up. So I don't believe in carrying your pistol in your purse. And I know a lot of ladies may be used to it. You need to get out of that habit. Get yourself a holster that you can carry your gun on your body, on your hip, in between your thighs. I don't give a damn. Keep it on your body so that you can get to it. Gun on your hip, gun on your what do they call those things? Those belly, those pouches or whatever. Yeah, get you a belly band. I don't care, as long as it's on your body. All right. So keep that in mind. No gun in your purse. Gun goes on your hip, goes on your body. All right. There's plenty of holsters out there. Try them. Sometimes they don't work. Sometimes they do. So you might have to buy 2 or 3 before you find the right one. Do it. Because at the end of the day, this is all about your life and your ass being on the line. Literally and figuratively. Okay? Cool. Alright, add on headsets. Yeah. And the local registry. Yeah. So like when we're talking about the cell phone, thanks Jason. So with the cell phone thing, you definitely want to make sure if you got a Bluetooth headset, that's a headset that you have that's wireless, no cord. But if you got something that's wireless like Beats or whatever or AirPods, have that on. But having that phone out too, it also lets your attacker know that you are talking to somebody. So it's a deterrent. All right. They'll look and see, oh, this person on the phone with somebody. They might be able to describe or get somebody to get some help because they'll know where you at. They can use your phone as a location device, whatever the case may be. So having that phone out and you talking to somebody, hey, and if you ain't got no goddamn friends, call somebody. Call your cable company. Call they 24/7. Call some 24/7 service so you on the phone with somebody. Okay? All right, and also last but not least, your sex registry, your sex offender registry. My wife is good at that too. She be on that shit. She run anybody that you're talking to, that you're dating, you're thinking about dating. She be like, you run them through the sex offenders? You meet a dude online, you meet a dude at the club, you meet a dude at the bar, you meet a dude at your lounge. Run their name through the sex offenders registry. Find out who the fuck you dating. Find out who the fuck you thinking about fucking. Find out who the fuck you're thinking about talking to. And take that shit that you see and that you find out about them, take it for what it is. Look here, dude. I know you got you on the sex offenders register. So your ass done did something that's illegal. Oh, no, it was a 16-year-old girl and she lied about her. Nah, I'm good. I'm straight, homie. And stay away from my niece. Take that shit for what it is because a lot of times people be on that bullshit the majority of the time. They be on that shit. So you don't want to have yourself in a situation, well, I did hear what they said that, you know, he said that what had happened, it was a misunderstanding and they just railroaded him because he couldn't afford no lawyer and all. Bullshit. Ain't about nothing but bullshit. For dudes on the sex offenders registry, hey, he fucked up and did some shit to get on there. So if you still want to date him, you better take your friend with you. And I ain't just talking about your gun. Get your girlfriend. Only go in the afternoon. Only go for tea. Only go for Starbucks coffee. Look, nigga, we can meet in the morning, but I ain't going nowhere with your ass at night. And you ain't picking me up. I'm going to meet your ass at Panera Bread, where there's plenty of people. That's what you do. Then if you're ready to fuck them, then you can go be alone with them. Then you can let them take you to the show. Then you can let them take you somewhere. But them initial meetings, you need to make sure that you know who you're dating and who you're hanging out with. Because you never know. Okay? Cool. So I wanted to keep this show short so that it can be shared, so that it can be passed along. Young women, please hear this. I hope that this helps somebody live a safer life and live a life with less opportunity of being raped. I know it sounds crazy. I know it may not sound, you know, politically correct, but I would rather somebody be offended by what I'm saying and to hear this and to use it and not get raped than to see this and be like, damn, I wish I would have did that. Because if I'd have did that, I probably would have been in a situation where I wouldn't have got raped. Oh, Jason said he meant not to wear a headset because you can't hear anything. Yeah, with them new ones, with them earpods, you can't hear outside, and with Beats, you can hear outside noise. But I get you, what you're saying, as far as wearing that. But either way, just be as safe as you possibly can. Use the people around you. Use your environment to protect yourself. And just don't be alone and don't drink shit that people give you. That's all I'm saying. And I think that that'll help you. So I hope that this video helps somebody. And I hope that you guys share this. Hit the like button on it. I appreciate everybody who came by and checked it out. Let me just double check and see if I had any donations because I don't want to miss that again. Because I missed it. Well, not the last show, but the show before last. I missed it. Let's see here. There we go. Let's see. Yep, sure did. Want to give a shout. Let me make sure I can say this. Aha. I I want to give a shout out to Darcy and thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me make sure ain't nobody else. Nope, everybody else is cool. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Love you guys to life. Have a good night. Enjoy yourselves. And I hope that this helps somebody become a better version of themselves. Love you guys. Peace. I'm out. Bye.